on Growing Idaho, the gem state is a migration magnet. What does that mean? Let's take a look. Storage Cafe compiled a bunch of census data. The darker the blue for the state, the higher percentage of people living there are newcomers. And if it looks like Idaho has the deepest blue, well, you are right. Idaho topped the nation with almost 25 people for every 1,000 people being newcomers here. Tops in the nation. A couple of our neighboring states, Wyoming and Washington, actually had negative migration. Who are the people moving here? The biggest age group moving here is from other states, millennials, established professionals, and families. But the big question could be, where are people moving here from? What could it possibly be? Just kidding, it's exactly where you think it is. It's California. Those angry bumper stickers are based in some truth. The biggest chunk of newcomers from out of state, again, come from the Sunshine State. Second biggest chunk comes from Washington, followed by Colorado. It's important to note that while all those states have rural areas, that's not where people are coming from. Census data shows that people are moving out of the most populous areas, so like around LA, Seattle, Denver, which gives a clue as to why those folks are moving here. The same data shows the majority of Californians are able to become homeowners in their very first year here. They're able to sell their California homes or Seattle or Denver homes for a lot more than the price of a home here. That's exactly why a lot of locals are worried about getting priced out of the market as the demand and prices increase here. Now, all that is census data, so it's a bit older. Let's take a look at what the Intermountain MLS tells us about the real estate market as of just last month. The number of homes sold in Ada and Canyon counties down 5.1% and 8% respectively. So the market still pretty cool, and the prices are not spiking as we all fear. In fact, they're only up 1% in Ada and actually down almost 4% in Canyon County compared to last year. So that's good news, right? The people moving here are not driving up prices. Well, the other piece of the puzzle is mortgage rates, and those are still way too high for a lot of folks. We're still pushing almost 7% for a 30-year fixed loan. And while that is on its way down, it's coming down kind of slowly and still up more than 0.6% over last year. That's driving up overall mortgage payments, cooling the market, and making it tougher for folks to get into homes. But can we expect that to change soon? We've been hoping for that for a year, and it really depends on how you define soon. The Federal Reserve announced just a few days ago that it is holding its key interest rate steady for the third straight time. That rate foreshadows what the mortgage rates will do, so they're likely not going anywhere right now. It's staying where it's been since July, but Fed Chair Jerome Powell says we may see a change eventually.
While we believe that our policy rate is likely at or near its peak for this tightening cycle, the economy has surprised forecasters in many ways since the pandemic. Ongoing progress toward our 2% inflation objective is not assured. We are prepared to tighten policy further if appropriate.
In fact, committee members penciled in at least 3 rate cuts for this coming year. So that's something to look forward to, but not to bank on. Remember, those rates are penciled in. They're not in ink. Something else to think about as we all try to navigate this housing market in Idaho, a migration magnet. Maggie?